And the Cardinals ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lanier. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start. Opening drive by the offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
Here we go.
Come on,
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Glenn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Gives it on the option. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a fourth down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Lost the fire on second down. And it's in for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. I'm
not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
The Cardinals are marching down the field. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Temple. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it.
Here we go, here we go.
Making side adjustments here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Give to Brown. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Golden. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A little screen to the running back. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
Now on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Cardinals need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Cardinals! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Glenn. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Working that left side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll immediately call timeout.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown has it. Strong, firm tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
The Cardinals need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Puts it out on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. There he goes. And they explode explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. Touchdown. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to BYU. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This offense has really struggled, and I think they're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
Running back searching for a hole.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Shakes off the defender. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Moore to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Messer. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. On to attempt the try.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. defender, and now he's still running. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Absolutely perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Moore will throw. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On third down, he drops the throw. He tries to take the top off. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice.
Here we go.
Might be calling a hot route. The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll go right back to the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout called by the offense.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers.